We're still in it. We're dead shy. We're still in it.
Okay. Neil, you go to the corner again and chain full, alright? You can switch, interchange between yourselves there, alright? But boys, come on, it's a bunch of unbelief now, and it's about cash, and ye showed that when you went 2 points down. Now, but we've got it 15 minutes away from an All-Ireland state final now. In the middle of the field there, Michael and Jarlath be helping out, be talking to each other, and give it everything. I personally carry everyone in off the field, but let's give it all there out there on the field. Absolutely.
Galway will be hoping for an early score. Pádraig Joyce twisting, trying to get away from Kieran Heenahan. Back outside to Jar Fallon, a ball for Derek Thompson. Trying to get away, he's robbed, here's a chance, a goal! A goal for Galway that surely will send them to Croke Park.
I ran and jumped in the air afterwards, and everyone was clapping me, and Finnegan tapped me on the back. I was just running down to my position again, and my 2 legs just cramped up. Oh, stop.
Obviously took his eye off the ball. He was easily dispossessed. And from a 2-point lead, it is now a substantial 1 of 5. Roscommon hearts are broken. Galway's rejoice because they flutter an extra piece. They have won the Connacht Championship. John O'Mahony has done it for Mayo. He's done it for Leitrim, and he's done it for the tribesmen. Galway are the Connacht champions.
We died for each other out there. I saw friends out there on the field falling for each other and putting heads in and putting for your friends. Like in Falkirk, realise what's happening here. In 50 years' time, you'll be talking to each other about this situation, and that's hugely important. Because there's not much more reward that you can get, or better reward that you get for that kind of thing. And all I'd say to you, in the long-term plan of things, you're only starting. But you had to show, and you've stuffed the nice team and the fancy dance and the whole lot down people's throats out there today.
Amazing, you know? Yeah. It's a great feeling.
Around, and then you start exchanging it, moving on around. You really like the snake, you walk like the dog. But that's when you do the huckleberry.
Beating Roscommon was a stepping stone. It was great to win a Connacht Championship, but we weren't happy with that. And even though there was a lot of young lads that it was our first Connacht Championship to win, like it was just a case of we won the match, we had a good night. It was like there was no hooly-bully about it. It was like back to training the next week and everyone looking forward to the Derry game. We're underdogs going into because Derry had a lot of survivors of the 93 All-Ireland winning team, and we had nothing to lose.
Come on, Silky! Come on, Silky! Come on, Tommy! Come on, Galway! Come on, John! Come on, Galway! Come on, John!
Kevin Welch and Sean Lohan were unbelievable. And when Sean Lohan got the point just before half time to go 10-4 up, that's when we knew we were going to win that day.
Here's Sean O'Donnell. Kicking truly, has he got the accuracy? He certainly has. It's been all Galway. They've been much by far and away the better team. They've come here hungry for victory, and it's 10 points to 4. Nice ball fed forward there by Gormley for Downey. Now it's Derry's turn. The pass to McGonigal, stopped once again by Martin McNamara. And by Mackey! A late scare for Galway, but they still have a comfortable enough lead, and they've got Pádraig Joyce in possession. Ignoring the plea from Jar Fallon to pass it to him. He's given it back now. Fallon can kick with the right or with the left, as we've seen in this match, and that's another one. And Jar Fallon with a look of delight on his face. They're delighted as well, those maroon and white fans. And it's Galway who are through to the All-Ireland football final.
This is so good at all. Oh, no, I can't believe it.
The other thing I want to say, this is hugely the most important thing, is that we get back together. There'll be a few club championship matches next weekend. Only next weekend. The bottom line is here, we want to win the All-Ireland. Okay? And it's on Thursday night, we lay down the plans for the next 5 weeks. Is that okay? Yeah. Have your gear at that, but it certainly won't be a heavy session on Thursday night, running wise, or I'll try to Stephen leave the wheel at home. You better. Rashid must have
It's not easy. At the back, at the back, at the back. Yes. I'm off. Johnny, give it a 6-2.
Jesus, Corfin.
Never mind the ordinary Derry jersey. Do you want to get the away one?
Where'd you get that?
These checks.
When you're going to an All-Ireland in a situation, if you pretend, I'll shut out everything, but we have to travel up to the game, we have to do all these things, and so we want to do it in the least possible disruption to everybody. You know, the difference between winning and losing in All-Ireland is going to be one or two of those done. And that's what it's about. It's going to be that, it's that narrow.
Ball football has been knocked for so long. Haven't won an All-Ireland Senior Football Championship since 1966, 32 years. It's been a long time.
John Finn taking it there from Ronan Quinn. Camaraderie. Selling the dummy really in a way. Graham Garrity.
There's a certain amount of pressure. I mean, all the bookies and all the rest are going for Kildare, so there's probably a lot more pressure on them, because once they beat Kerry, All-Ireland is won, according to a lot of their locals up there. So we're got underdogs for most games this year, and it's probably going to suit us right the way through.
What's your assessment, Martin, of these exciting young players who come into the Galway team?
Croke Park doesn't seem to frighten them as much as it frightens us older fellas anyway. I had a full head of hair when I started playing with them, and look at me now.
Yeah, fire ahead. Yeah, okay. A few serious training sessions to take place, yes, and if we come through on that, we have a full hand to pick from.
Which is more or less the first time that's happened, really, isn't it, all season?
Well, in the sense that Paul Clancy was the first casualty that we had to plan without for a while. We would have others, minor injuries, but he was the most major one. But he's back now.
I fractured my fibula against Leitrim, and I'd lost a lot of training. I've been back now for maybe 4 weeks, and kind of pushing for a place.
I want a keen, competitive match. Are we listening? And make clear messages. A keen, competitive match. You know as well as I know that there's decisions to be made, fine, minute decisions to be made, even down to some of the things that's going to happen out there today. But I don't want anyone kicking lumps out of each other. Now, there's a clear distinction between competition and kicking lumps. And I'm not going to spend too long on explaining them, but that's, you know what I mean. Now listen, this is the final realistic chance that anyone has to change their position on the ladder. Now, that's all I'd say at this stage, and people should know the implications of that.
You want to get on to 15, and it's heartbreaking to think that you won't make it, and then there's the subs, and that's even worse, because there's even more competition for subs than there is for nearly on the team. And I see it, there's a thin line between number 2, number 12 and number 22.
cuts the skin. So you just put the second skin on it.